But to you is that he will always be with you. He will always be with you. The Olori Ebi from Adewale dynasty send you greetings. Everybody all over send you greetings, and they said it will be well with you. Well with you. Your mom said she love you. And she love you. She love you. Yeah, she love you. The bottom of my heart. The bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you.
I miss you.
We love you. I miss you too. Your mom miss you. The remaining F dynasty miss you. That's favor. That's flourish. That's faithfulness. That's faith. They all miss you. They all miss you. And we thank God for your life. And we know God will continue to remain faithful to you. God said He will always be with you. And He will always be with you. The Olori Ebi cannot afford to wait for you. Dr. T, I send his greetings. And every of your loved ones over there send you greetings. And they say they love you. Love you. And we continue to pray for you. And we know God will be faithful to you in all ways. He loves you. We can't just wait to see you. He loves you. Thank God for your life and for everything. So you need to someone of courage. You have been a man, and you continue to be a man. You understand? There is no challenge. It's always lonely at the top. And top is meant for you. You are not meant for bottom. So please, be cheerful. You are fine. I bring you greetings from your mom. Bring you prayer from your mom. From all the members of the family, Adewale dynasty, they send you greetings. All the people in the Shalan said, well done, and wish you all the best. Can't afford to wait for you for the crown. God bless you. Be happy. Be cheerful. Be of good faith. Be of good faith. Be of good faith. And it shall be well with you. Dr. Tia, all the doctors in your clinic, they extend their greetings to you. And I should pass it across to them that you wish them all the best as you wish yourself the best too.
Hello, big brother.
Welcome to your diary session.
Thank you, big brother.
How are you today?
Yeah, I am stupendously happy. Like if happiness had a meter, it would go past the breaking point. I feel great. Best I've felt in a very long time. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful day.
And what is the source of your happiness?
Oh, please, you know the source of my happiness. So, my dad is my guy. Like, he's a phenomenal man. He's the most understanding person, the most dependable person. I feel like I might come off like I know what I'm doing, but sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just coasting. Every single time in my life I've ever had a problem, and I mean every single time, and I've asked my dad for help, he has come through. I have never had a problem I could not tell my dad about. Never. He's my friend, he's my confidant, he's my supporter, he's everything. And you know, he has his own story, he has his own problems. He takes care of his kids, he takes care of his siblings, he takes care of the people in his church, he takes care of the people at work. Like, you should go to his place of work. He works in a bank, and ask about Mr. Chris. Like, literally, there's this one time I went to his place, and I didn't know I was his son. And then somehow they found out, like, oh, you're Mr. Chris' son. Oh, Mr. Chris. He's an amazing dad. So seeing him today, oh my, that made my day. And you know, when I was outside, I saw everybody crying, and I'm like, crying? That's my source of joy right there. Like, if I was having the most terrible day on earth. And I don't even need to talk to him. Just seeing him and knowing he's fine, I'm good. I'm chill. Like, everything is perfect. So, yes, that is the source of my happiness. Seeing Mr. Chris Adewale, my dad. I am energized, I'm pumped, and, I can't wait to see what comes next. I'm ready, extremely ready.
He did wear a beautiful bow tie.
I know! He never wears bow ties. He's a tie kind of guy. And I'm sure that was my mom's idea. He's like, you know what, you have to look sharp. Because she always laughs at him the way he dresses. He can dress funny sometimes. He's like, come on, man, look better. So I'm sure that was her idea. She was like, you have to look sharp. You're not fair to abuse you if you don't look good. So yeah, he did his thing. I'm happy.
Faith,
Yes, big brother.
did you come into the house with a strategy?
No. Every time I heard that word, I always laughed. Because in my head it's like, sincerely, I don't know if you know the story of me coming here, but I never had a mission to come here. There's a doctor in my hospital called Dr. Sylvia. She looks at me one day while we're in the common room and she says to my face, Faith, I think you look really cool on BBNaija. And I laugh it off because I've heard of the show, but I've never watched it before. Never. And I think she's joking. But then I get a WhatsApp text and once I get back home, I will send you a screenshot. Not you, I can't send it to you directly, but I will post it. We don't even talk. She was a new doctor in the hospital. I see this link on WhatsApp and I say thank you. And guess what? I don't even click the link until 2 days later. She sent it to me on March 5th. I opened it on March 7th. I tried to fill it, but the form was so long. Anyways, all those things happened and I end up here. And in my head, it's like, okay, it's a reality TV show. Good, go have fun. Go enjoy yourself. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Sincerely, what is the worst that could happen? I get here and I'm hearing strategy this, strategy that. Thelma will be like, whenever I have a back and forth with someone, she'll be like, oh, his strategy is to make you shout and he will reduce his voice and there'll be a back and forth and then he'll make you look like the weird one. I'm like, no, go and meet the people outside. This is me. And then they're like, oh, me not talking to them thing is a strategy. You think 3 days of not talking to you is something? I had a girlfriend I lived with. And when I was upset, I would not talk to her for 2 weeks because you pissed me off intentionally. And I would not talk. You don't deserve to hear my voice. You have pissed me off. Every single thing I have done here is me, except for the parts that I just discovered I could do. Turns out, I may not be a very bad orator. I might be kind of good at it. And I'm very grateful for that because I had never explored that aspect. I just did debates. But this is something that I explored here. And honestly, I'm very happy I found that out. And it turns out I might be a bit athletic too. I'm not the best athlete, but I can move, I can jump once in a while. So, sincerely, I came in here with no strategy. I came in here just to come. Literally, that was my plan. I was like, oh, I made it in. Fine, we'll see how long I last. I had a friend that told me I would not even last to the fifth week. And she was being generous because she was like, oh, you're too quiet, you're too chill, you're too reserved. What are you going to go and do there? What did they see in you that made them even pick you in the first place? And I know she's going to watch this because she actually likes this show. And she wasn't trying to say it in a mean way. I love realistic people. She was telling me the truth. But somehow, I'm here. So, I'm grateful, okay? There was no strategy. Okay, I have a long list of dirty dishes. That really pisses me off because I feel like we could all just wash our plates. It's not that hard. I would not miss the alarm. That thing is sickening. I think it was designed to force you to wake up. Like, it doesn't matter how deep of a sleep you're in, that thing jerks you out of sleep. I would not miss the parties. No, I would not miss the parties. I'm not a party person. No, I'm not. Especially here, because, you know, it was the same people over and over again, so there was no new element in the party, apart from the amazing sponsors that do the new parties every week. But it's like, I'm over it. I am grateful for the good time, and I see why it exists. I can see the effect it has on everybody. They're always better after the party. They relax, they, you know, come out of their shell. There's someone in this house that only has a conversation, like we're always fighting, but the moment she gets drunk, oh, now she wants to have a conversation with Fate. And it's like, But at the same time, that's why the party is there. After having a long, stressful week, come on, you deserve to get a break. You deserve to rest. So it's a good idea. But I think there are people out there who are not party people. I'm not much of a party person. I learned to enjoy certain aspects of the party, and I realize when I like a song, I really like it. When I don't like a song, I don't like it. And I think that's where I am in most things in life. When I like something, or when I like someone, or when I like a situation, and you can tell I like it. The way I act, the way I express myself, you can tell Faith likes this. When Faith doesn't like something, I think you can tell too. Respect about myself, I don't dilly-dally. If something is great for me, it's great. If it's not, it's not. Then what else would I not miss? The chokiness, you know what I mean? It started off with 29 people. I felt stuff. There was one time I was in the bathroom and I was having a good bath, and guess who walked in? Culture walked into the bathroom, and I know, okay, you specifically told us it's a public bathroom, multiple people can have their baths. I know, okay? Please just bear with me. We already have an understanding here that, okay, if someone wants to have a bath alone, you allow them. We have that understanding. So, we actually have our baths one by one. And you know what culture does? He tells me, Faith, I'm coming inside, oh, and he opens the door and enters. I was in shock. Like, I was like this, in the corner of the bathroom. I almost lost my mind, bro. And he had his bath and he walked out. And I had to recover. And I had my bath. And you know what culture does? He goes and tells everyone, oh, I went into the bathroom with Faith, and Faith just stood in the corner like this. And he was like saying, oh, no. And I was so embarrassed because he was like, you didn't have to tell everyone about that happened. But I'm not going to miss that. I miss having a nice bath. I miss shaving my body in the bathtub. I like to shave everywhere. I like to be, you see, my hands are shaved and they look so smooth. Like, this is what it should feel like. But I couldn't shave for like a month because I just couldn't figure out how to do it properly without exposing myself. But I kind of figured out, okay, I can do it in parts, you know, shave my legs once, shave my back once, all that stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I will miss, but I think those are the things I will not miss. And washing plates. I don't wash plates at home, so I would definitely not miss that. But yes, that's that.
Your diary session has come to an end.
Thank you very much.
Hey fam. Well, as you can see, this was quite an emotional session between Faith Adewale and his father, Mr. Chris Adewale. Now, I'm sure you just watched the clip and you would have seen how emotional that time the father, you can see the glass that separated them, so I guess they weren't allowed to have like really close physical contact with their parents. Some of the house members were allowed to meet their parents or family members. And in Faith's own case, one of the reasons why this particular one is here is because, as you know, Faith has received so much bashing. I think he has received the highest amount of bashing for this particular season. And in time past, fans' opinions have been divided, because most times you see Faith is always having this poker face during high tension moments. You hear like he doesn't have emotions, he's not religious, maybe he's not a Christian or something like that. So many things said against his character. During the diary session, you could see at a point where Biggie asked him, "Did you come into the house with a strategy?" And Faith categorically explained the events that led him to being in the BBNaija season 10 reality show. How a new doctor friend, or let me say a new doctor colleague, said, "Oh, you're going to look good in this show," and he wasn't really interested and didn't sign up until 2 days before the deadline. And even at that, Faith is just so, if you can see from his diary session, he's so sincere and he's so blunt. And I think maybe this is what rubs off on a lot of people, because I see comment sections for different videos and especially during the live show, and people are just bashing. And one question keeps coming to my mind: why this level of hatred? It's good you don't have to like everyone in life, and not everyone has to like you, but I think in Faith's case, it's a very serious issue. Anyway, so he has a session with his father, and comments again are coming saying Faith did not cry. There was a particular time I saw Mensan rolling on the floor and crying. Mensan is always crying. Diary session, Mensan is crying. He's always finding every opportunity to cry. And maybe that's his own style. Maybe that is his person. But Faith is not a crying type of person. So people should give allowance for strengths, weaknesses, and different. We are all different. Everybody can be the same. But you could see when Faith was having the conversation with his father that he loves his family. You could hear when the father was mentioning the name of his siblings. Apparently, everybody has everybody's English names with F. Because I heard him saying Flourish, and I'm like, oh, Baba, everybody in the family is F, Faith, Flourish, and the rest. And he kept saying, your mom sends her love. Faith responded, tell mom I love her too. So where did the rumor or the gist that Faith hates his mother come from? And even if there's anything like that, trust me, he has seen Shege inside the house. So Faith is also going to come out a different person, a better person. He would have learned patience. He would have learned how to manage other people. And this is not just for him. Every other housemate is going to learn something new. They are definitely going to come out different. Like with Zita's eviction and Rubo's eviction, you should know, you can tell now that Zita is not going to pour noodles on anyone again, and neither will Ruboy hate someone like that again. At least he will consider. So what am I trying to point out here? Because I don't want this video to be too long. It's already getting long. Faith was happy to see his father. And it's so obvious, even during the diary session, that he has a good relationship with his father. He has a very strong male presence in his life. And you could tell from what the father was saying about Olori Ebi sends his greetings, the entire family send their greetings, your colleagues send their greetings. So it's obvious he is loved outside the house. And these are part of the things that help us to make decisions on the kind of person Faith is. And don't get me wrong, before you start calling me faithful, for me, may the best person win. But let's be as logical and unemotional as possible. Faith is not a bad guy. He's not a villain. He's just who he is, Faith. And he said it during the diary session that, see, they said, I keep quiet for 3 days is a strategy. No, this is who I am. Ask anybody outside. So he's being authentic. He's just been authentic to himself. And I see no reason why people should be upset with that. He gave an example of not talking to his girlfriend for 2 weeks, which I think was pretty extreme. But I'm sure he's not going to want to be doing that too when he comes out. He's going to also learn that, keeping quiet on people for that long is not good. You need to meet them and sort it out. And of course, when they were asking about what you miss about the house, he mentioned an incident where Coach jumped into the bathroom and, well, we are all different personalities. He's not just cool with too many people in his face. That's just the simple truth. So let's allow him that. Let's allow faith breathe. Okay? Whether he wins or not, he's definitely a personality you cannot ignore, and neither can you forget. This is a brand he has built for himself. And his intelligence, he's shown he's intelligent. He's always winning tasks. He's also said he has discovered many things about himself. He never knew he was quite athletic. He didn't know that he knew how to, give oratory. And this is just what the show is about. You learn new things. You can't come out of that kind of confined space for so many days and not have changed in some areas of your life. Either you get better or you get worse. But I think a good amount of them will be better, because it actually brought out, the devil in some of them. And living in a confined space, let's give it to these guys. They gave us content. They gave us storyline. It is not easy. So it was a very emotional session for Faith. He didn't need to cry for us to know that it was emotional. And I think that, because of the talk of him packing his things and saying he's not doing again, because the heat on him was so much. But meeting his dad re-energized him, and I was so happy when he said he's ready. He's ready. I don't think it's right for anyone to want to leave because of pressure from in the house. So at this point, may the best winner win. But I'm glad that he's got his groove back. And thank you to Big Brother Naija for allowing them see their family. It gave them some strength and courage to continue, because I think they were just practically going insane and eating at each other. So it was a really good one. It was really a good one. So thank you so much for staying with me to this time. If you haven't liked yet or subscribed, please do so and support the brand. It takes a lot to bring this to you. So it would really go a long way to also encourage us the same way we're encouraging the BBNaija housemates. Encourage me too by subscribing to the channel. I'm so grateful for you staying this month. And of course, drop your comments. I always respond to comments. Drop your comments. Tell me what you think about it. The diary session and Faith meeting with his dad, and maybe with any other housemate. And while I'm waiting for your comments, I will see you in the next video.